Okay, we're on. All right, so yeah, just try to get a view of a good view.
Yep.
All right, so she's almost 28, quarter horse. She works best when her feet are small and tight and compact. She buckles at the knees. She's had mild EPM and Lyme's disease, which attributes to that. She drags her hind end, which you won't really be able to tell because the ground is frozen snow, so we can't really walk. Well, we can walk her, but we can't run her. But so we're going to walk away in a straight line and come back. So I don't know what you see as far as dragging, but we'll walk her in and out. This is ice under the frozen snow grossness, and then a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if you could see the dragging of the feet in this. Alright, so we're going to get her right up. So she's set up to pick up her front left. We're going to come under, clean up the snow. She does have a high-low. She's been bare many, many, many years. Clean up as best as we can. You see the bars are growing and they're migrating forward to create sole at the front half of her foot to give extra padding to, my belief is to give extra padding to the coffin bone because the ground has been frozen so hard for the winter. So I'm finding her toe, backing it up, pulling her heels down a little tiny bit, backing them up, keeping the heel about a credit card or so higher than the sole height, coming in, rounding the wall, starting my roll, my bevel. I'm going to make the wall, not the walls, the bars a little passive to the sole, cut off anything really loose, just smooth them out a little bit. Hold on, hon. Cut off this tab. She does not tend to be thrushy, very healthy, wet frog. Just check for balance. She looks like her medial quarter is a little high, so we'll lower that a smidge. Start our roll, and voila. Come around to the back. I'm going to do the toes and the hoof jack after. So you can see she squares the foot from the dragging. You see that? It comes down and gets square. That's when she starts to drag from her hind end issues. She also has a pelvic injury from when she fell on the ice many years ago. So, again, you could see she's got a nice tight wall. Hold on, honey. back up the toe a bit from the bottom. I do come a smidgen into the white line on her. It seems to alleviate some of the drag. Lower the quarters, start my roll. Lower the quarters, start my roll. Balance the heel out. Clean up this exfoliating bar sole junction. You can tell by the texture of it that it's ready to come off. So I'm choosing to take it off as opposed to the front where it was definite harder material. Looked more like she was growing it for protection from the ice. I'm going to shape the bars according to the contour of her live sole. Ah, you pulled. There we go. Yeah, see, because they're getting wet. Yeah, no. So we'll come around. She's set up for this one. Warm me up, hon. This foot is doing the same thing. You can see the excess sole forming a rim right around the tip of the coffin bone and the growth coming out of the bars. The texture of it right here is a little loose, so that I may take off, but otherwise I'm going to leave it. She was only trimmed a couple weeks ago, so that's letting me know, hold on honey, that she needed that material for whatever, and it has been sub-zero here, so the ground is really sharp, wavy frozenness. That's an English word. It is now. So we're going to back the heel up a little bit, and I am going to put a slight bevel on them to help lower the very back so that when she comes in, she will have a little help introducing a heel first landing. So the top edge of the heel from the turnaround area, seat of the corn, is a little higher than the very caudal part. Lower the quarters a smidge and round the wall into that white line. Back up the toe. Start adjusting the height. Lower the quarters, finding her natural foot arch. She does have a beautiful one. This is her high foot. She eats pretty much 24/7, free choice, first cut tested hay, low NSC, because her barn buddy is a insulin resistant horse. She gets alfalfa cubes at night and in the morning to mix her supplements in, about a pound. She gets supplements of omega flax and vitamin C because of her age. And yeah, this is all pretty firm. We're going to leave that in there. Hold on, honey, let me cut this off. Got a little loose tab on the frog. She gets hand walks for exercise on trails, weather permitting. Oh, how nice of you to let me do that without having to pick your foot up and get wet. Again, this foot is square. She's got tiny, tiny feet. She does wear either equine fusions or gloves sometimes on trail when she does go out. When she was ridden, she was booted more on trail. Now that she's not ridden, she doesn't always get boots. So the heels are a nice low spot, good height. Just going to scrape them to clean and balance. Come into my quarters where it does look like she's got a little bit of accumulated sole. So we're going to give her her scoop, which I know she does have. Create a little bit of it to help stop her from growing too much quarter. And again, pull her toe back. I do see an accumulation of sole at the toe, which I am not going to cut back. I'm seeing it on all 4 feet, and I believe that's her response to the ice. Now, if this were the summer and I saw something like that on her foot, I would be looking at it with a totally different set of eyeballs. But I'm pretty confident that this is all just her own little hoof boot, because she is walking relatively well on this icy ground. So again, just like the other hind, just lowering the bars down to the natural concavity of the foot and leaving that toe surface. Nothing loose in here, gonna leave the frog alone. And yeah, that's a pretty decent foot. She's got decent meat, lateral cartilage, and digital cushion supply inside. So, pull her forward, continue the break over from the front. Hop, give me your foot, go. So we're gonna back the toe up, holding the rest at about a 90-degree angle to the sole or surface of the foot. I like to back up until I start to get a Parmesan cheese look. Everything is wet, sticky, or slimy, whatever. Start my roll, blending the 90-degree sharpness into pretty rounded polish. Making my roll come all the way around the hoof. Voila. And the other side. Ooh, who's cracking like a firecracker? Relax. 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 There you go. Good girl. So addressing any minute flare. Ooh, slimy. Coming back till I get that cheese look. Sorry, honey, it's slippery, I know. Everything's slippery. So there we go. And then the crunch. below foot. Going to pay real good attention on backing that toe up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Faith. Blending the 90 into a nice round roll. Alright. Pay attention to your food. You have it. Come. Come. Good girl. Toe never needs to be backed up quite as much as the other one, being her high hoof. Her hairline angle was a little askew before we started. Let's see if the trim, relieving the quarters, helps relax. Hold on, honey, hold on, it's slippery. Give me a break. You could stand perfectly okay on 3 feet and eat. See if this helps relax the pressure to help relax the coronary band. Nice pretty polish. Alright, and then let's see if she moves any differently. And then we'll look at that coronary band after it's had a little bit of time to settle. So come on, hon. Take one bite to go. One for the road. Alright, come on. You had your chance. And stop on the ice. Let's get rid of you. Go. Come on, go. Go. Go back to eating. There's that. Let's see what the hairline. No, you get out of here. Go eat over there. Go. So yeah, her hairline did relax a little bit. A little straighter. Especially the front, that's where it's more out of whack. The general tell on her, knowing front end, when she's ready, she does get a little arch and point, like Eddie Munster point from the pressure, and the hinds get squared. I do see a little bit of ump here, so I am going to take a little bit lower here. Help with that pressure build up here. Clear a little bit more right here. Okay, I like that. Move. You go. Go eat your hay. Go eat your hay. And just going to round this out a little. working on the outer wall from underneath instead of putting her on the toe stand. Put it back. There you go, good girl. Yeah, I like that better. That foot looks good. This foot looks good. So, she's nice and clean, huh? That's next step. Alright, I guess that's good.